Welcome to the channel RIKL Learner for JEE Mains and Advanced. Today's question is, a bike of length L having its center of mass at the middle is to turn with a constant speed V. Here V is the speed of the center of mass of the bike. To turn, the front wheel is rotated by an angle theta. The coefficient of friction between the tires and the road is mu. Assuming the bike to be vertical and it does not skid, answer the following questions. The first question is, the radius of curvature of the center of mass of the bike is, we are having 4 options and each option is a little bit complex and I do not want to read them. Only one option is correct among A, B, C and D. And the next question is the friction force acting on the bike. So, that is also one of the correct option among A, B, C and D. Okay. So, this is the question what we are having today. And here what actually I have to find, first I have to find the radius of curvature of the center of mass of that particular bike during when it turns at the given curved path. For this situation, I simply assume a circular path, okay, and I simply say you this is the center of the curvature of this road, okay. So, this is the road on which our bike is moving in this direction. When the bike's center of mass is somewhere here, it is center of mass, okay, the center of mass. I can simply draw a line representing RCM, radius of the center of curvature of the center of mass, okay. So, here and the corresponding bike is somewhere here, whose front wheel is here, this is the front wheel and here is the rear wheel, what I can simply say. And when it turns to the left, something different happens. By that time, what you have to think is like this, in the same circular path, the rear wheel may come to this position, this is the rear wheel, and the distance from the center is still here, it is O and I call this distance as RR, right, and the length of the bike is here, I simply note it. The front wheel simply turns a little by an angle theta what it is given in the question, okay. So, some angle theta it turn. The distance to its center from here, see this is I call RF. Now, where is center of mass? Center of mass is somewhere here. This is center of mass of the bike, okay. The distance from O to the COM is RCOM, the same distance that is written here. Now, we have to express this RCOM measured in terms of length of the bike, say this one, this is length of the bike, okay, the length of the bike and some other parameters which is theta. So, now where is theta? See, initially the direction of the front wheel was along this tangent, that means along the length of the bike. Now, it is simply turned little to the left. If this is the situation, definitely I can simply redraw this angle is theta, this is what the angle with which this front wheel is appearing, right. I can simply draw one more line here just to make you to learn, okay. So, always this line which is called the radius vector is perpendicular to the tangent. If that is the situation, so this line is perpendicular to this vertical line. If this vertical line turns theta, definitely this line should turn an angle theta. That means this angle is again theta. If this angle is theta, simply observe the shape of Z, and this complete angle is theta. And see our options. In our option, we are having the term tan theta. You can get tan theta from this picture. What I can write for tan theta? Just see, in this triangle, this is RF, and here is RR, and this complete length is L. Okay, from here to here, this is the length L, and this is theta. Now what I can write for this tan? So tan theta is, by definition, what actually tan theta? Tan theta is opposite segment, length of the opposite segment divided by the length of the adjacent segment. So now this is simply, it is L divided by RR. Let it be here. If I want, I can simply modify it later. So now what actually I need? I need RCOM, the radius of center of mass. I can simply say COM, center of mass. Here you can see a very small triangle having RCOM, that I can redraw one more time. This is still RR, this is RCOM, and now learn what actually the distance from this point to this point. So from here to here, it is half of this length, that is L by 2, right? So this length is L by 2. So now if I want this RCOM, what I have to do? RCOM square should be is equals L divided by 2 square plus RR square. That means I need a term to replace RR, that is what I already found here. RR is simply L divided by tan theta. I simply make use of this one here. That means RCOM square is equal to L square divided by 4 plus L square divided by tan square theta. Right. I simply take out L square divided by 4 tan square theta out, and inside what the terms left? 4 plus tan square theta. And on taking the root on both sides, I got RCOM is equal to L divided by, it is 2 tan theta, and inside bracket it is 4 plus tan square theta under root, right. So this is our answer for the very first question. So you can get this answer in option C, right. So option C is telling you the correct choice. So we got the answer for the first question, that is option C. And now we have to get the answer for the next question, that is about the frictional force, right. See this picture. In this picture, I simply tell you one thing: the centripetal force which is acting on one particular body of the vehicle is governed by the friction, right. So during turning, what happens? The centrifugal force acts here. This is the direction of centrifugal force which is acting outside. We are having definitely no expression for centrifugal force. To overcome this, we have to know how much will be the inward force, that is centripetal force. Okay. So in order to avoid skid, there must be an inward force which should balance centrifugal force, right. So there should be some centripetal force. What actually this centripetal force is? Centripetal force is governed by the equation mv square divided by r, right. And this centripetal force is nothing but friction. This itself is friction. We are finding net friction, okay. It is not said the expression for friction at one particular point, no. It is for overall bike. So we will get the result of the friction. So the friction is equal to this mv square divided by this r. This r is nothing but RCOM. So now I already know what actually RCOM is. I simply substitute all those things here, which is L divided by 2 tan theta, and inside bracket it is 4 plus tan square theta under root. If I modify this one, what I may get finally, it is m v square, because I cannot make any changes to m v square. It is not said. I do not know any values for this. I simply use the symbols as it is, where m stands for the mass of the bike. Okay. Be careful, m stands for mass of the bike. This is m, and what actually I may get, I simply bring this 2 tan theta to the upside. So, that is 2, and here is tan theta, and in the denominator I simply write L, and inside bracket it is 4 plus tan square theta, right. So, this will be the answer, 2 mv square tan theta divided by L, and it is multiplied by 4 plus tan square theta under root, and this is correctly said in option A. This is the answer for the second question.